Welcome to part 36, everybody, and finally I've gone to Straight Fairy. I hate this temple. Alright, now we finally got that crap out of the way, we can finally move on. Now, what you want to do here is we have to float because we need to enter the room that has the red and green pipes. Right up there, to your right. Not that one right there. And of course, with this whole twirly thing, you can actually miss it, and it's going to take a little while for you to maneuver. Ugh, I hate this thing. See, this is bullcrap. See, see, I hate this dungeon. It's going to take a while for you to get there, folks. So eventually, you'll make it through this tunnel here, and finally, some stability. Of course, we're in this room that has a bunch of skullfish, blah, 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 blah. You know what to do. And it's in this room here we'll get our dungeon map. I mean, who came up with the idea for this temple in the first place? Seriously, I mean, giant water wheel. Let's... That's real smart, Nintendo. I want to say this, but I prefer the Water Temple of Ocarina of Time to this, because I know Ocarina of Time's Water Temple is considered the devil by many, and when I played it, it's, well, I can see their point of view. But at least the Water Temple had some logical sense. I mean, sure, there are small whirlpools and basic weird areas, and of course, you had to change the water level every so often, but hey, at least it's a little more tolerable than this whole water wheel bull crap and this whole pipes thing we're going to deal with later on. Anyway, folks, what we're going to do here is we're going to hook shot to the giant chest where the dungeon map is located. God, these skullfish are annoying. And of course, I don't know why the heck I did that there. And that door right there, over across the room, we can't get to it yet because we're going to need an item that we will get in the this temple. Actually, we're going to get in this very video after we defeat a very annoying mini boss. Why does this temple have to be so annoying? Stupid. Okay, yeah, we got the dungeon map, so now we can see where we're going. At least we have that. Alright, from here we have to go back underwater as Zorlink. And we have to go through this opening that contains these weird disembodied hand things called the Dexy hands. Now the Dexy hands here, what they'll do is they'll grab you, shake you violently, and toss you in whatever direction they feel like it. Now, they won't hurt you per se, but they'll toss you into areas that can hurt you, so you want to be careful of that. Oh, and these things here, meet Bio Deku Babas. Oh, no. We have a new form of Deku Baba to play with, and it's underwater. So these guys are attached to the lily pads, and all you have to do is just hook them off and they'll die, no problem, right? Right? Yeah. And oh my god! They sprout legs and they can walk. Holy crap. Yeah, that's right. Unlike their landlocked cousins on the surface, they can walk, and thus provides a much more greater threat than your average Deku Babas. That'd be kind of creepy if, like, you know, the movie Little Shop of Horrors, where the Audrey 2 is, like, stationary for most of the movie. I mean, imagine if it can sprout, like, legs like the Bio Deku Babas and take over the world. That'd be kind of creepy. Jeez. So, basically what you can do is you can use your Zorfins to disconnect them from the lily pads, or you can kill them outright, and you can go use your bow and arrows to strike them from a distance. So, either way, Our goal is to actually kill these suckers. Now, there's one more Biodeku Baba right across the pond, so let's all hop on across these lily pads. La 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 la. Hop, skip, and jump across the lily pads. Alright. And of course, even though they are out of the water, if you detach them from their area right here, they can actually walk on land. Terrifying thought. I mean, these giant Venus flytrap things that can. But thankfully, I took care of it, no problem. By killing every one of those Biodeku Babas in this room, we'll get a chest, which will contain a stray fairy. And this also means we won't have to deal with these things again in this room. Oh, there'll be other rooms where we see these guys. In fact, I believe the next room will contain these guys. Yay. I hate this temple. In fact, Zelda has a history of water temples being so annoying, and this one definitely falls under that category. I mean, sure, once you know what to do, you'll get through this temple, no problem. But if you're playing this game for the first time and don't know what you're doing, or decide not to look on game facts or using game guides for directions, it'll take a while if you don't know exactly what to do. And I mean, some people like the challenge. I don't know who you are, but yeah. Oh, anyway, here we are going down to the bottom of this pool area where there is a Dexy hand, and you can kill the Dexy hand by just using your Zora barrier, which is a godsend. Thank you very much. And again, thanks to Chateau Romani, I can spam this sucker all throughout the cycle, and it won't drain my energy. Of course, I want to kill this Biodeku Baba so it won't be as annoying. Come on, feel my blades! Alright. With the area cleared, open this chest right here and we will get a small key. And it'll enable us to move on to a locked door, which will come up shortly. Now, of course, there's also a real bomb chew in the area. And thankfully, I won't have to deal with the real bomb chew because it will, like an idiot, fall into the water. Anyway, now that the real bomb chew is dead, we can now hop across the lily pads, and in that chest is our compass. Woohoo! Of course, if you fall into the water, you can just climb onto the lily pads from the water, which is convenient. And that door over there, where the that passageway with the icicles, well, we can't get to it right now, again, because we need a certain item to help bridge a gap. And we will be getting said item in actually in a few minutes. And if it's anything like the past items, I mean, in Woodfall Temple, we've gotten a bow and arrow, and in the Snowhead Temple, we've gotten the fire arrows. Gee, I wonder what we're going to get in this one. Well, speaking of arrows, what we want to do here is take a bow and arrow and aim for this pot right here, and it has a stray fairy in it. Now, don't fall into the thing because, one, the Dexy hands will grab you and toss you every which way, and two, this current right here, this will take you back to the main the water wheel room, and we don't want to go to it yet until after you get the stray fairy. But since there's nothing else to get in this room at the moment, we will be going back into this current after I stock up. And yeah. If you're wondering why those enemies are suddenly back, I've jump cutted back here because I fell in here by mistake, and I was trying to get the stray fairy from inside the water, and Yeah, you'll be seeing more jump cuts throughout this playthrough, I can assure you. Anyway, what you want to do now is go into this red room. Oh, goody, shell blades. Well, the good news is we're in much more open areas, so you can either A, dodge these things, which I am not doing, or B, you can attack these guys head on. Again, they're not like in the Gerudo Pirates Zora tank, so you can have much more maneuverability. So you can either try and use your Zora fins and damage the little pink area, like that. Of course, it gave me nothing. Thank you. Of course, you have to be a little quick because they can close up and turn around quickly. There we go. Now that the threat's under control, at least on the bottom of the ocean, let's surface because, well, you see that red machine right there? Well, that's going to be important. Stupid skullfish. So what you want to do is just swim this way. Be careful of the Octoroks shooting rocks at you. What you do here is climb up this red pipe, and of course there's a real bomb chew that can be real annoying. And seriously, the placement of these enemies is just bullcrap. See, that's another reason I hate this temple. The placement of the enemies is just crap. Seriously. Whoever designed this temple, ugh. I'm not gonna curse them or anything. I mean, they were just doing their job. I mean, oh, water temple. Wasn't challenging enough for you folks? Well, here's a new concept. Here are these pipes for you. Here's a giant water wheel for you to go aimlessly at here for who knows how long. Stupid bomb chew. Anywho, folks, what we want to do is take this pipe up here to this door. And this will take us to a mini-boss. Now, the room before this, the mini-boss door, is an area, well, it's an area where we can stock up on items. We can stock up on hearts and magic energy and arrows. Because we have a new choo-choo right here. This yellow choo-choo produces arrows. And, of course, like all choo-choos, they can respawn, so we can keep killing him until our arrow count is refilled. And that's great. There we go. Come on, I want some more arrows. Thank you. Alright. As soon as your arrow count's filled, let's go on in. Door seals behind us. Now, there's nobody here. Well, this looks oddly familiar. Yeah, if you remember from the first boss in the Zelda game, what you want to do is look up and you'll get the mini-boss's attention. Oh boy. Meet Ward, everybody! Ward is this big old giant eyeball thing that is being covered by pink slime amoeba thingies. And what you want to do first of all is you want to remove as many as the pink slime ball things as you can before you shoot Ward's eye. Now you can either remove them by either slicing them or using your arrows or use the hook shot. So yeah. Now it's going to take me a while to actually get these guys off. So in a moment I'm going to be jump cutting to when I've hacked enough of these things off so I can actually shoot Wart in the giant eye. Hey. Now, of course, it'd be a good idea to get as much of the pink things off as you can, because when you eventually do shoot Wart in the eye, all the pink things will come flying off him, and he will run around like, he'll run around mad and all that stuff. Yeah. Alright, folks. When you get enough of them to, again, get as much of the pink stuff off, because as soon as you knock him off, shoot him in the eye, he will start running around like insanely and stuff, trying to ram you. And you have to shoot him in the eye at least one more time to kill it for good. Of course, if you stand over here in this corner or any of the other corners, you'll be safe from Ward's ramming. So all you have to do is wait for the opportune time to shoot him in the eye, and yeah. Now, Ward here is similar to a boss from A Link to the Past called Argus, this jellyfish, one-eyed jellyfish thing. And again, you have to remove these cloud things surrounding Argus, and only then you can attack him in the eye. So that's probably where they got the idea from Ward here, because, yeah, in that case, what you had to do is we had to kill him to kill Argus to free one of the maidens. But in this case, we're going to get the temple's main item right here. So, yeah. Of course, wait for the eye to open to shoot Ward. And once we shoot him one more time, he's dead. Alright. Now, that was such a long and intense battle. And it drained a good portion of my health, too. But thankfully, these pots in the corners can help refill your heart and your arrow meter and your magic meter. Not that we need any magic meter in this cycle. I hate this temple. So freaking annoying. Alright, so we got the treasure, and I suppose this is the very treasure that the Gerudo were speaking of, that the Skull Kid told them about. So let's see what's inside, shall we? Ice arrows! That's right, folks. The treasure in this temple is ice arrows. Now, ice arrows were in Ocarina of Time too, but what we had to do to get those was to go through the Gerudo training ground, which is essentially a mini dungeon, and we have to go through these various rooms to get small keys. And if we gather enough small keys, we'd basically unlock all the doors to get the ice arrows, which is the Gerudo's treasure. Ha ha ha, get it? You see, the Gerudo in this universe want the treasure, which is ice arrows, and the ice arrows were the treasure in the Gerudo in Ocarina of Time. So, yeah. See you in part 37. Ugh.